I can pin it. I can definitely pin it.
Yeah,
let me post it one more time and then I'll pin it. But yes, you guys, all you got to do is subscribe. And once you subscribe, you can stay on that side. Just stay on that side. It's all good. We appreciate the love. We're trying to grow that. Like LB said, once you subscribe and you go on that side, please stay in that live stream. It means a lot.
After we smack up these, we're gonna get into it. After we handle this little business that's coming in a week, the next John, the Super Bowl John, is gonna be on that side.
Absolutely. So without further ado, let's get into what we saw from this game. Simone, let's just start with your instant reaction based on what you saw.
First of all, I'm still like processing that game. I just got released from the hospital for my cardiac arrest that I went through last night.
Well, you scared me, bro. I thought you just really came home.
You scared the shit out of me just now.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Y'all talk about instant reaction. I haven't even been able to fully process. I'm still like, my heart's still racing. My blood's still boiling. You know what I'm saying? I have not came down from yesterday. I'm extremely happy. Like, I felt confident, as y'all know, going into this game. I did a pregame hype show, little video. I knew that this defense was going to make the plays. I knew that in this game, this defense was going to make the plays. I didn't know that our offense would be as, congested as it was, whatever words you want to know. But I knew at the end of this game, it was going to be because of the defense, and the defense showed up. I mean, golly, my heart, like, y'all, I was having PTSD once they scored that touchdown to make it a 6-point game after we went up 13.
And we went 3 and out.
And Matt had the ball. Y'all, I don't know, like, I had PTSD because twice this season, the other team had the ball on offense. We were only up, a field goal, or we were only up 6 points or 5 points. And we saw that movie before. But this defense said, not today. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They've been there before. That defense been walked down and had a walk-off, giving up a walk-off touchdown or a walk-off field goal before. Golly, y'all, I'm still in shock.
And this is what I was talking about when I was texting y'all earlier in the week. I was like, bro, like, I just don't like the weather thing. You know what I mean? Because that could go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just not a major. It's not a major. You know what I mean? Plus for us that it was snowing, that can go both ways, as you see. AJ Brown with the drop pass. I mean, I got to contribute that to the weather. He slipped and the ball squirted out of his hands. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts just dropped the ball, just slipped out of his hands. Luckily, Kenny Gainwell was there. You know what I mean? We were able to punch out, you know what I mean, the football. Jalen Carter had an amazing game for real, man. That was Jalen Carter's, that's a signature game for Jalen Carter.
Legacy game, bro.
Yeah, that was a legacy game, but some of the plays he made, you know what I mean? But all in all, I don't think the offense was congested. I think the playmakers kind of sold a little bit, you know what I mean, at some point, because we could have broke that game open. You know what I mean? Jalen wasn't having a hard time throwing the ball in them conditions. So I don't expect guys to have a hard time catch the ball in them conditions. But you know what I mean? It all goes to having a legendary player like Saquon Barkley is a legendary running back, bro. A legendary running back, bro. To run for 200 yards in those conditions, you know what I mean? That was the 5th highest, you know what I mean, total in terms of rushing yards for a running back in NFL history, man. Saquon Barkley is continuously putting themselves in the record books with his offensive line. Jalen Hurts ran for 70 yards in his game. You know what I mean? It was a blizzard. But, the plays were there early before it started snowing. You know what I mean? I went through the cardiac arrest. I ain't going to hold you. I went through the cardiac arrest.
We know.
Yeah, we know, bro. Trust me.
Listen, only y'all know the truth. I went through the cardiac arrest on the last drive for sure. The way Matthew Stafford called cadence after Saquon ran and just marched up and down the field like we was just a piece of toilet paper. Just ripped through us on that drive. I didn't like that feeling, but all in all, man, you know what I mean? The plays was made. The Philadelphia Eagles won the game, and that's all we do is win. So I feel great. I knew we would be here. I didn't give the Rams a chance to come into Philadelphia and win this game. We did our job, and that's what it boiled down to.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you guys. It's funny, as I'm watching the game, I'm saying to myself, we're literally witnessing an instant classic. It had all the variables. It had the weather, had the turnovers, It had the elite moments from elite players. It had the trench play. I mean, both defensive lines was on one. I mean, that Rams offensive line had what was it, 7 sacks. And the Eagles and the Eagles defensive line had like 5 sacks or 6 sacks. I mean, both defensive lines came to play. It was a phenomenal performance by both trenches, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'm looking at the way the Eagles performed on offense, right? And let's migrate to that side of the ball, because a lot of people tend to have issues about how the Eagles do business, and I tend not to understand why, but I think we all get what the premise is. Jalen Hurts, he completed 75% of his passes, right? He had a total of 198 yards on offense. He had a 44-yard touchdown run. I mean, yes, he was sacked 7 times, and he had a few sacks that were head scratchers for me. I won't deny that. But the bottom line is he protected the football. And when I look at a guy like Matthew Stafford, who threw 26 for 44, completing 59% of his passes. See, they get caught up by the yards. But the reality is Matthew Stafford only completed 59% of his passes. And he threw 324 yards. He threw 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, but he had turnovers. He had a crucial fumble. He had a crucial fumble. And the running back Kyron Williams had a crucial fumble. And I talked about this prior to that game. I said Kyron Williams, with all that power he runs with all those broken tackles, he's good to give you one on the ground. He's good to give you one. And lo and behold, he did just that. And look, again, the Eagles defense made plays. Saquon Barkley was phenomenal. I mean, I think I may have to put this over. Maybe it's recency bias, but I may have to put this over the Shady game because of the ramifications, the stakes, the value of his impact, the timing of his impact. Just, bro, those camera people, the photographers was on one in that game. The camera shots they caught was just phenomenal. I'm almost at a loss for words, and I can't believe that the Giants let us get this guy. I mean, and also let me put this in perspective for you guys. When it comes to Saquon Barkley's performance against this team in particular, the Rams, did you guys know between both matchups, Week 12 and the divisional round, Saquon Barkley accounted for 52 carries, 460 yards rushing, averaging over 8 yards a carry, and 4 touchdowns. All 4 of them 60-plus yards, 3 of them 70-plus yards. So we're in rare air with this player, and it looks like teams are having a hard time, no matter what they claim we can't do, they're having a hard time beating this Eagles team under any circumstance. Because
they stupid, and I'm getting tired of it. You know what I mean? This week, I'm gonna tell y'all something this week right now. I'm gonna lose friends this week. I'm gonna be unbearable, and there's nothing they're gonna be able to do about it. They stupid. Everybody want to worry about Jalen Hurts so much. We need to be worried about the guy that just ran for 200 goddamn yards. You know what I mean? This is the new attack on us, y'all. The new attack is your quarterback this, your quarterback that, your quarterback that. What about what Saquon did? You know what I'm saying? Y'all better worry. Y'all worrying about the wrong guy. I'm telling you. You're worrying about the wrong guy, because all Jalen Hurts literally has to do is not turn over the ball. Exactly. That's all he got to do, bro. And people acting like they don't understand that simple concept. You know what I mean? I can't wait to play the Commanders, bro, because they about to be reminded of something, man. Because one thing I just said this on Twitter. Jalen Hurts is more likely due for an offensive explosion through the air than the Commanders are due to win 3 straight road playoff games, with the final test being at the Linc. Come on, bro. It's about to be curtains for these guys, man.
Yeah, I'm not feeling no Jalen disrespect. I said a disclaimer in all my videos today. It is Victory Monday. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Okay. Even last night, people in my comments talking about we won the freaking game. I don't see why a single quote unquote Eagles fan is their first reaction to that game is to bash Jalen Hurts. Okay. Like you said, LB, this is a team where the defense has been playing lights out. Okay, the job of the offense is to score enough points and to not turn the ball over, protect the ball. And when you have a defense that's playing like this, Jalen Hurts does his job. I don't see an issue. All the quarterbacks that they want to put on a pedestal above Jalen Hurts, last night, what Lamar do? Turn the ball over. That's why they're not in the playoffs. The Ravens, the King, the MVP, turn the ball over twice, and they're at home. Jalen Hurts, who Eagles fans want to bash all the goddamn time, protected his football, and now his team is headed to the NFC Championship. Like, y'all hate what's yours. J. Cole said, love yours. Love yours. Why are you bashing a man that all he does is win? Literally. Like,
they're not
after
rooting for him.
watching that game last night, the fact that anybody had anything negative to say about quarterback one is disgusting. Like, just looking for misery. No game is going to be perfect. No side of the ball is going to be perfect, especially in the playoffs. The biggest thing is the details, the little things. And that's what the offense did. I don't get the problem. It's disgusting to me.
I gotta say something. I gotta say something real quick, right? Because I think people have the way. I think people have organizations in football entirely messed up, right? In terms of what teams are paying for. When a team invests money in you, when teams invest $250 million in you, when teams invest well over $100 million into your receiver, and when teams invest all the money into their team, they're not paying for stats. They're not paying for stats. That's what people always say. You got $200 million receivers, you got a $30 million running back, you got a $50 million quarterback, and he's playing like that. This offense is being underutilized. This team is being maximized because Jalen Hurts is holding them back. What you guys got to understand, and fantasy football and gambling has fucked up your mindsets. Organizations, these owners, these GMs, they're not paying for individual stats. They're not paying for passing yards. They're not paying for rushing yards. They're paying for wins. Their bottom line is influenced by two categories: wins and losses. And when you lose, your team doesn't make as much money. When you're winning, everybody wants to come to the party. So what I'm trying to say is, right, I saw this metric where it said the only $50 million quarterback left in the playoffs is Jalen Hurts. Every quarterback that's remaining besides him makes under $50 million a year. All those other quarterbacks who make $50 million plus, Jalen Hurts is the only one still in the playoffs, right? And isn't it interesting how out of all those guys that they brought up who makes $50+ million, Jalen Hurts has a better winning percentage than those guys? My point stands. These organizations are not paying for stats. They're paying for wins. And Jalen Hurts, regardless of how you like it, regardless of how it looks, regardless if he doesn't look like your golden hair, blue-eyed white hope, he gets wins. He gets results at the end of the day. So for all those people who want to cry about passing yards, like my man Pro Fan Talk Coach Marcus says, all those guys with all the passing yards, they home watching Netflix and chilling, planning their next vacation. Meanwhile, the guys who are playing winning football, protecting the football, playing team complementary football, maintaining possession, not giving the opposing team additional possessions, those are the guys who are still in the playoffs. We've witnessed it every single game throughout this playoff stretch. Every team who hasn't turned the ball over has won the game. Every team who has turned the ball over one or more times has lost the game. Jared Goff turned the ball over 3 times. Jaden Daniels, no turnovers. Commanders win. Jalen Hurts, no turnovers. Rams turned it over 2 times. Eagles win. Chiefs don't turn the ball over. Texans turn the ball over. Chiefs win. Texans play the Chargers. Who turned the ball over? The Chargers. Texans turned the ball over 2, but the Chargers had 4 turnovers. The Texans, I think, had 1 or 2. So but the bottom line is, if you win the turnover battle, Jordan Love, 3 turnovers. Jalen Hurts, none. He wins the game. If you win the turnover battle,
especially in the playoffs,
if you protect the football more than the opponent in the playoffs, in particular in the playoffs, your chances of winning are astronomically higher than the opposing team. So I say again, these teams, these organizations are not paying to please your eyes. They're not paying for stats. They're not paying for your fantasy football numbers. They're not paying for your parlays. They're paying for wins. Wake the hell up, Philadelphia. I'm tired of some of y'all.
Eat them up, Tom. And then, too, I just don't get how, like, do y'all not enjoy happiness? Like, because when I'm doing my post-game reaction immediately after the game, I'm just seeing so many negative comments from Eagles fans nitpicking. Do y'all not enjoy happiness? Right after a win, we're going to the NFC Championship game. What is the negativity for? Second of all, did Jalen Hurts not carry this offense in the first half? 65. Who was getting them first downs when nothing was there? Jalen Hurts was cooking with his legs. And Jalen Hurts kept that ball moving in the first half before that snow kept coming down. I just don't get it, bro.
Did the Rams ever have a lead in this game? No.
They did 7-6.
Yes, 7-6.
After Jake Elliott. But see, you got to understand the importance of Jalen Hurts. When Jalen Hurts take that 40-yard touchdown pass to the house, now the Rams automatically know that they can't crash the edges because Jalen Hurts is a threat to run the ball in this game. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts changed that game from the beginning of the game. He put his impact. That was the longest run of the season for Jalen Hurts, I think. That was the longest touchdown run of the season for Jalen Hurts for sure this year.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Do y'all? It goes back to what Simone just said. Do y'all really not enjoy happiness, bro? Because I'm waking up to all of these questions. You can't be pleased with how your quarterback played. Well, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at how he played. So how do you want me to answer something like that? Yeah. He didn't turn the ball over. He had a 40-yard touchdown run and he won. Just say you don't like the way it looked. Just say you want a passing offense.
I can respect that more.
And he was passing. Bowles was dropping the ball.
Yeah, people was dropping the ball. This how you know it's hate. When somebody can say anything about Jalen Hurts and not bring up the AJ Brown drops, that's how you know it's hate. You talking about 90 yards in drops, 90 yards worth of drops right there. If Smitty bring his in, but he was hit, you know what I mean? So I really can't have too much of that on Smitty. But you're talking about a lot of AJ Brown dropped at least 50 yards worth of passes yesterday. 50 yards worth. Come on, man. Then you can talk about his numbers after that. If AJ Brown catches them 2 passes, he has yet again another game with a triple-digit rating. And Jalen Hurts is 12 wins this season that he's played every single quarter in. Jalen Hurts he's 12-0 with 29 touchdowns and only 3 turnovers, man. Y'all confuse pretty football with efficient football. I don't care about stats, man. And that's what I'm telling all these Commanders content creators this week. You can't stat me to death, bro. You can't stat me to death. If you want to know a real stat pertaining to this upcoming game, Jaden Daniels threw 3 picks against the Eagles. We got like 10 turnovers against y'all so far. You know what I mean? We know how to play y'all. If you want to talk about real stats that really matter, because the trajectory says this, y'all go and turn the ball over, bro. Everybody do against us.
That's the thing, y'all. Last night during that game, like, I just knew, okay, I don't know at what point in the game, before we got that fumble recovery, right? I just knew, I was like, this defense is going to get a turnover. I was like, this defense is going to get a turnover.
Yo, my wife said the same thing. My wife was like, yo, a turnover coming.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I'm in my head. I'm like, this defense is not going to leave this game without getting at least one crucial turnover. Like, this defense is feasting right now. Like, I just knew it. I knew they was going to get that. I knew there was going to be a pick, a fumble, something. I just knew this defense, they make plays. It's just no doubt about it. This defense is going to make plays. Like,
I love how our safeties are playing, y'all. I love how the safeties playing. I love how Reed Blankenship is playing, Gardner Johnson. I love this defense, bro. I love this defense, bro. It's nothing more that can be said about it, man. Jalen Carter, I mean, he should have been first team All-Pro. Jalen Carter should have been a first team All-Pro. And Oren Burke, I thought, what happened to Axeman?
Oren Burks.
Oren Burks had a good game. He had a great game.
That's who I wanted to start.
Had a great game.
Oren Burks, man. That's what I'm saying about Vic Fangio. I said this on a video. Vic built an army, y'all. They said Nakobe, and again, Miss Nakobe would have went crazy. But Vic is going to have these boys ready. He is a war general. He built an army, not one soldier. Nakobe Dean is one soldier in Vic Fangio's army. The next man up is going to be ready. We see all season long, Slay going in and out. Next man up, Rodgers. When it's time to make a play, ready. Quinyon go out, Rodgers come in. These dudes on this defense, they got that. I've never seen a next man up mentality like I see with this Vic Fangio defense.
And we should have had 3 picks too. We should have had 3 of them.
Slay should have had that pick.
Rodgers and DeJean.
Cool, yeah. Should have had 3 picks. Man, Slay.
Balling.
Slay was
balling. Slay might be the best cornerback left in the playoffs.
Yo.
Slay, man.
Slay was
balling.
Turn back the clock.
And Zach Bond continues to make plays too. Like this defense as a unit, the play Gardner Johnson made when we had to force a field goal right there, coming downhill like that. Yeah, the tackle for loss. Like everybody has a hand in this. I wasn't feeling Isaiah Rodgers, but he come up with the scoop and almost take it back to the crib. I was not feeling him, bro. I'm like, get him out of there.
He was always in position though. But he just
But that don't mean nothing at this level though, Tom. Being in position don't mean nothing at this level because guys make contested catches all the time.
I feel you, but Puka and Coop, they some big boys, man. They big.
Okay. At the end of the day, Rodgers.
Hold on. It wasn't even Puka and Coop. He let the third guy moss him, like just snatched it out of his hand.
You're right.
He got
like Moss when he got Moss.
Yeah,
he had the interception and dude just muscled him.
Come on, y'all. Rodgers is a backup. You know what I'm saying? Coming in the divisional game against those weapons, made the plays when it matters. I'm not saying Rodgers is Quinyon. We know he's not Quinyon.
For sure.
But I'm saying for a backup coming in the snow in the midst of war, ready, make the plays when it's time. Oren freaking.
Now look at people. Jalen is going to have to win it from the.
You know what's so funny about that? They said that last week.
Right.
They said that last week. He gonna have to win for the pocket.
Oren Burks, man.
A dog.
Listen, Oren Burks had 2 tackles for loss, a pass deflection, and a quarterback hit. He was everywhere.
You want to know?
All I saw on Rams Twitter, and I'm friendly with a few Rams, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful. All I saw on Rams Twitter was N'Kobe's out.
That's up.
N'Kobe's out. N'Kobe is out. Oh, N'Kobe Dean had 2 sacks against us, and he led the team in tackles. N'Kobe Dean and Brandon Graham is out. They were both big factors when the Eagles beat us. Now those 2 are out. We're gonna feast.
Feast on what? Y'all couldn't get out them breaks in the snow. Y'all Hollywood up there. Y'all LA. Y'all Hollywood. Y'all couldn't get out the breaks in the snow. You know what I mean? That weather had an effect on y'all. That weather had an effect on y'all. But listen, man, the defense, I have no reservations. I'm not worried about the defense at all, nor am I worried about the offense. Now, when we talk about the Eagles and the Commanders matchup, one thing that is worrying me is the potential health for Jalen Hurts, because we need Jalen Hurts to be 100% available. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. We need Jalen Hurts to still run the ball. He got to. He got to put it all on the line. Now they're saying there's nothing
structural on that, right?
No structural, nothing bad for him or Quinyon. So I'm expecting both of them to play. But you know what I mean? It's going to be one of them ones. It's going to be it's going to be one of them ones for sure, man. Where Jalen Hurts, bro, Jalen Hurts is so due for a passing exhibition, y'all. I'm telling y'all, he due for it, man. Jalen Hurts might throw over 300 yards on these boys, bro. He might throw over 300 yards on these guys, bro. And then everybody's gonna be sick.
Honestly, man, I don't even need that. If I'm being honest with you, listen, all I need for Jalen Hurts is to keep doing what he's doing, make winning plays, and in the situations we need him to make them in. Don't turn the ball over, be efficient. Convert on third down. Let the ball go. You feel what I'm saying? Like those conditions yesterday were just. Look, man, I know a lot of people want to give Matthew Stafford all this credit for throwing over 300 yards in the snow, but he completed less than 60% of his passes. That's far below league average. I mean, he was throwing 50-50 balls all day, by that logic. You know what I'm saying? By the math. So I can't look at that performance and say, oh, because he threw for 300 yards, oh, he's phenomenal, all that kind of stuff. Listen, I respect it because he put the team on his back. I respect that because they gave up on their running game. They wasn't consistent with it. He put the team on his back, and he had them in position to win that game. I give him all the credit in the world, but when it came down to it, like you guys said, see, in a situation like this with that weather, all the X's and O's and all the scheme and all the football nerd stuff go out the window. Now it's about my guys versus your guys. Now it's about my will versus your will. Now it's about my talent versus your talent. And the more talented team won yesterday. You saw Jalen Carter just take over. And it's so funny. They had us in a hurry up on that final drive. Guys were exhausted. And the only reason we were able to get a sub out is because the guy had a false start. Took them back 5 yards, took out Milton Williams, put in Moro Ojomo. And, man, even Moro Ojomo had a phenomenal game. I mean, there's so many people I want to show love, man. I know we talked about Slade, we talked about Bond, we talked about CJ GJ, Oren Burks. But I want to give love to Nolan Smith, who was phenomenal, had a strip sack on the quarterback. I want to give love to Moro Ojomo, who had his first sack who had his first career sack, and it came at the perfect time. Jalen Hunt had his first career. Jalen Hunt had a sack. It was just a phenomenal game by that defensive line, man. And it's so dope to me because a lot of these guys that produced were guys that you either drafted over the course of the past 2 seasons, or maybe some free agent acquisitions. I mean, Howie Roseman the Jalen Carter Nolan Smith draft was a hit in the half.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
a hit is an understatement. That
sure.
was the Lord's work. Okay, the fact that Jalen Carter was available to us at 10, obviously had to trade up to 9. This was supposed to be the number 1 pick. Jalen Carter was supposed to be the number 1 pick. The Eagles got Jalen Carter at 10 / 9. That's God, okay? The Atlanta Falcons. Bijan is working out great. Not saying Bijan ain't working out great. But the Atlanta Falcons, a team that could have took Jalen Carter, a Georgia boy, Georgia Bulldog, great story coming to play in Atlanta. Oh, but no. We don't want to take that risk. We don't want to take that risk. 8 other teams had an opportunity to take this generational talent, but they ain't want to take that risk.
Mm-hmm.
Nolan Smith was supposed to be a top 15 draft pick. Then all of a sudden, get close to April. Oh, we don't know about his size. I don't know about his size. That might be a factor. Nolan Smith available to us at the end of the first round. That's God. That is God's
He
work.
completely replaced Hassan Reddick.
Completely.
Replaced Hassan Reddick.
By committee too.
We sat on the link up last week. And somebody in the comments was saying that Nolan Smith didn't prove he was a closer yet.
Right. They don't know what they talk about, man. That's a real common thing, man, when you talk about Philadelphia Eagles football. See, what Nolan Smith do is he played within the structure. And on that sack that Jalen Carter got at the end of the game, he said he called that stunt. He called that at the line of scrimmage. Let's do a stunt right here. Those are things that you couldn't do with Hassan Reddick because Hassan Reddick want to go get his. Stunts are to be called to get one particular player free. These guys are working off of each other, man. They are working off. They called this stunt against the Packers, and Nolan Smith was able to get home. So these guys are playing, and these guys are playing for each other, man. They truly just want to win. They truly want to win, man. And
I can't believe we got Nolan and Jalen Carter in one draft.
And Jalen Hunt made a play too.
Listen, you managed to replace Fletcher Cox,
a legend.
Hassan Reddick.
Could have been a legend.
You managed to replace James Bradbury. You've managed to replace Jason Kelsey.
Huff got replaced. Huff is out of here after this season.
They're gonna try to trade him. They're gonna try to trade him. I got a feeling they're gonna try to trade him, yo. I mean, he making too much money, but
him and Bradbury about to free up so much bread, yo. So much bread. Because Milton Williams about to get extended. I think Milton Williams and Jalen Carter might get extended.
See, here's the challenge, though. Here's the challenge.
Everybody, man.
Zach Bond, in my opinion, is the challenge because it's not an obvious decision to make, but I think re-signing Zach Bond is a challenge because it goes against everything that we know Harry Roseman to do. But my retort to that is he's been bucking his trends this entire season, signing Saquon Barkley, right? Mm-hmm. Drafting 2 corners back to back in the draft, one out of Toledo, one out of Iowa. Who would have thought a Toledo and an Iowa corner playing at this level? Like, really? So,
but you know what? That's all Vic Fangio too, bro. Vic Fangio was telling him which strings to pull.
That's a good point.
Vic Fangio was telling him which strings to pull. It has to make sense. Listen, if Vic Fangio wasn't around and we had a different coordinator, just to make the crowd happy, Trotter Jr. would have started over Oren Burke. That's the more popular pick.
Right.
That's the more popular pick. But who's to say that Trotter Jr. would have had the same impact as Oren Burke? They're going with experience over making the crowd happy. You know what I mean? They're going over experience. And in some cases, they're going with just a better player. Because Howie Roseman decided to pay Huff. That was Howie Roseman said, we need an edge rusher. We're going to go get this dude who did this for the Rams. Now you got Fangio saying that he ain't good enough to play. He ain't good enough to play. You know what I mean? If it was up to Howie Roseman, Huff would be playing. But, man, Vic Fangio out there, Vic Fangio not even looking for a head coaching opportunity, man. That's what makes this even that much more better.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the way we are blessed.
Mm-hmm.
We are blessed. I keep saying it. God loves the Philadelphia Eagles, y'all. They ran Vic Fangio out of town.
Mm-hmm.
They bashed him in Miami.
They were too soft, Simone. They were too soft.
I'm saying, like, the fact that we went from Sean, Matt,
mm-hmm.
to Vic Fangio, a general for years to come.
We got to talk about it, y'all. You know what I mean? We talked about what needed to be talked about. This definitely won't be the last live stream of the week for us. You know what I mean? Before the game, you know what I mean? We got to talk. We got to talk about it. What y'all think about it? What y'all think about it?
About what?
About who?
Yeah, y'all know who.
First of all, did we say
them just happy to be here, dudes in DC? What y'all think about it?
Hold on, Tone. Did you do Martin Luther King Day?
Oh man, you said that I do Martin Luther King Day. What you mean?
Did you say shout out?
I said it when you said it.
Yeah, y'all both said it.
Because I missed the start of the show. I didn't know.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you guys, the Martin Luther King Day. You know what I'm saying? He did have a dream. You dig? And we got one rolling. You feel me? You feel me?
I have a dream.
The dream is the dream.
Jalen Hurts will be hoisted at Lombardi.
The dream is the dream.
I have a dream that one day all the Georgia Bulldogs. I have a dream that one day Jalen Hurts will get the respect he deserves.
I was about to throw this shit into a wall during the game. I was like, he don't need to ever read this shit again. You know what I mean? I was livid.
All right, let's talk about man.
Hold on, wait. Before we talk about this upcoming game, I just want to set the tone a little bit for how they're gonna be feeling in this game. I just want to set the tone a little bit. It's gonna be a little bad for these guys. We know it's gonna be a sad day for them.
Real sad.
But it's okay. Y'all came a long way.
They should watch the game wearing all black.
And we appreciate y'all for making our path easy. We appreciate y'all. All right.
Appreciate it.
Simone, if you want to start us off, please walk us through your perspective on this upcoming NFC Championship game. You know,
this one y'all need to bookmark. If y'all watching, y'all need to bookmark right here at the 35-minute mark.
First of all, I'll be at the game.
Stay your ass home, Simone. I ain't gonna lie to you, all right? Stay your ass home, all right?
I fell to my knees. I'm weak.
What you talking about? You gonna be there? That wasn't part of the plans, man. You know, we don't just fine. All right. But you know what? I don't think you cursed them. I'm just joking with you. You ain't cursed. Go ahead, go out there.
Wait, last game you went to, they won, right?
Yeah, she won. She broke the curse.
All
it's
right,
me.
okay.
I ain't gonna be there.
All right, cool.
It might be me. It might be me.
Don't not buying it.
It might be me.
Don't not buying it. Look, LB. Serious. They need me because I be in them seats. I be like,
I believe it. I believe
it. Yeah, it's gonna be lit though.
I mean, the only one.
You know what? I don't think people know how loud it is this time of year at the Linc. I don't think people know how much. And my God, shout out Philly Mike. Mike is in the comments. Mike was at the game.
Oh yeah, Mike. What up?
Mike said the atmosphere was electric, loud, even in the snow. I don't think people understand how hard it is to play in these conditions this time of year. And this is what we want. I know you're supposed to go first, Simone, but yeah, I'm gonna wait for my turn. You know, this is what we wanted. You know what I mean? We knew if we wanted to have the road go through us, somebody had to beat Detroit. And you know, the Detroit Lions, they was afraid of the Detroit Lions, not us. We already knew we could beat the Detroit Lions. The Detroit, look at how Jared Goff played. That's what Jared Goff and Sam Darnold do. They do stuff like that. So I'm gonna start this off like this, man. I'm not impressed. I don't care about none of that DC shit, none of that fight for DC. I don't care about none of that hell to the Commanders. I'm not impressed, bruh. You want to impress me? Finish the job. Beat us on Sunday. I'm not impressed. Jared Goff and Sam Darnold, on the day that they was born, whatever year, month, and day it was, they was on borrowed time. They've been on borrowed time, and everybody know that Jared Goff is going to give you one of them games, and Sam Darnold is going to give you one of them games. It's just a matter of time. I'm not impressed, bro. I'm not impressed. It was a good run, but it is this Sunday. It's ironic, though, that the Commanders fan base running around here acting like Jalen Hurts got something to prove to them as if he ain't been in this situation before. That's the part that bothered me. Jalen Hurts has been in the championship game 2 times in the last 3 years. 2 times. All of this Saquon Barkley carrying this, Saquon Barkley carrying that. Who carried it the first time? Because he's been there twice. Where was Saquon Barkley the first time he went to the Super Bowl? He wasn't around. It takes a mature player like Jalen Hurts who have been at the heights of the heights to say, let me sit back and let me let Saquon work.
And LB, to your point, right? To your point, which makes it even more interesting. Last year, you know what they said about Jalen? He playing too much hero ball. He ain't got to do it all himself. You ain't got to always rely on the deep shots. You know, trust your team, trust your players. You know, let the offense work for you. Put the ball in the hands of your playmakers. But now in 2024, 2025, he's doing that. And now, you know, is Jalen being carried by this team and so on and so forth? Listen, dog. Like I told y'all, we paying for wins. This organization paying for wins.
We pay for wins. We going against a Commanders team. At one point, Jameer Gibson was averaging 10 yards a carry. He was killing them. He was averaging 10 yards a carry, bro. 10 yards a carry. Now you got the best running back in the league. You coming to his house. I'm not impressed. The Lions did everything they could to lose that game, bro. To lose that game. Jared Goff with the interception where they could have just took 3 and made it a 7-point game at halftime. That interception right there was a backbreaker, bro. That was a back-breaking interception right there. I'm not impressed. Ben Johnson, what was the dude named the offensive coordinator over there? What's his name? The Lions offensive coordinator. Everybody all on his, everybody all on him. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, he's so innovative. Down 10, throws a pass with Jameis Williams. Interception.
And it was Jahmyr Gibbs throwing that pass, right?
No, it was Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams. So your quarterback can't throw into coverage tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
Think it's a good idea for Jameson Williams. Hey, let's try. So Jared Goff can't throw into coverage tonight. So let's try Jameson Williams. Let's try our wide receiver. Let him throw into tight coverage. What kind of bullshit was that?
It didn't even make sense. So a lot of people looking at this wrong. The Eagles offense. No, we haven't looked as explosive as the Detroit Lions offense all year. No, we haven't. The Detroit Lions was missing 30 people on the defensive side of the ball.
Facts.
The Detroit Lions defense don't have to feel. We're not the Detroit Lions in short. We're not the Detroit Lions in short, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're in for a rude awakening. Let's talk about Jaden Daniels and how he performs against the Eagles. Y'all turnover machines when y'all play us. We picked him off 3 times. Who else picked off Jaden Daniels 3 times this season? The same team did. You know what I'm saying?
In both matchups combined, the Commanders turned the ball over a grand total of 6 times, a various combination of interceptions and fumbles. So
combination.
I feel like it was more than that. It's only 6 times.
Yeah, 6 times. Five in the second matchup, once in the first one. He threw an interception, the game-sealing one that Reed Blankenship caught in the first one.
He threw 2 in that one, I think.
No, he threw 1. I'll double check, but he threw 1.
No, Reed got him twice in 2 separate games. That's what
Correct.
It was. Yeah, Reed got him twice in 2 separate games. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, bro, I think they luck runs out. They only here based on luck. If you want to be for real, that lucky ass Hail Mary. I don't got no respect for him. So it ain't hard to tell where I'm at with it.
What I say last stream, because people was in my comments saying you called this on the link up. Angels in the outfield.
Right.
They got angels on the football field. Come on, man. 12 men on the field. Come on,
that was
man.
crazy.
That
was crazy.
For Washington. The Lions having 12 men on the field, making it 4th and goal.
That was crazy. Because they got to stop. Well, yeah.
I think they got the 3rd down stop. And I think it was 4th. Yeah, it was 4th down. And then the Lions had 12 men on the field. So it made it 1st.
Give them first down.
That don't happen to nobody.
Crazy.
I told you they got angels on the field, bro.
And another thing, hold on. I'm sorry, man. I'm backtracking a little bit, but I just keep seeing these various points being made about the weather. Both teams had to play in it. Both teams had to play in it when it came to that. When it came to that snow game, Eagles and Rams. Both teams had to play in it.
We don't get no pass for the Super Bowl when the field was an issue. Both teams had to play on it.
People say we got bailed out by the snow. We had to play in it too.
What are we talking about? Snow too. We had to change our game plan too, because you can't tell me that some of them sacks. It's not making excuses. It was a little slips.
And somebody in the comments right now Commanders fan. No, Brunson, what do we have to do to impress you? It's nothing you could do. Stop looking for approval from your enemy, bro.
That's the problem now.
You're not gonna get
That's
no
their
approval
problem
from
now.
me, bro. Because they knew here, they not used to the media kissing they behind like this. They want everybody to say all these positive and nice things. That's not going to be from the team that you're playing in the playoffs, bro. It's not going to happen, bro. Don't look for approval from me, bro. I want y'all to suffer on Sunday. I want y'all to get blown out on Sunday. I'm not here. Somebody asked me on Twitter this morning, hey, bro, who would you rather have right now, Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts? What the hell you think this is, bro? Are you mad? Are you dumb? Stop looking for approval from me, bro. I'm not going to be the one to give you no approval. I'm not going to be the one to tell you nothing nice. All week I'm going to be telling you about your deficiencies and how the Philadelphia Eagles going to win this game. Y'all ass for real. Y'all rely on a whole lot of fourth down conversions that a lot of teams won't go for. That's not going to keep happening. That's how y'all lost to us the first time. All on fourth downs that y'all go for. We got the sideline speed, the challenge what y'all going to do this trickery with Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't really put him on his back pocket yet. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't really put him on his back pocket yet. And I believe that's going to happen, bro. There's so many ways that we better than y'all. Marshawn Lattimore, barbecue chicken. Y'all better pray it snow again. Because if it don't snow, Jalen Hurts going to cook y'all through the air on God.
Ooh, we got new effects.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it
Body's
was,
falling.
come on, Jalen was throwing some dots that was just getting dropped in the breadbasket.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying he was still making some throws in the snow.
You know what I mean? Beating Detroit don't impress me, bro. It's Jared Goff. This is what Jared Goff do, bro. That's what Jared Goff do. Beating Detroit don't impress me, bro.
And also
sorry,
let's be honest. That Lions defense easily had the worst defense coming into the playoffs. The worst defense in the playoffs. And honestly, what stood out? I know a lot of people want to talk about how electric Washington was and how electric the Lions offense was in those games because both, it was a shootout for about 3 quarters. But what I saw from that game, my biggest takeaway was, those defenses are ass. Those defenses can be had, and both of them can be ran on.
Right.
Like
they act like they wasn't in the shootout.
I saw Jahmyr Gibbs getting whatever he wanted. The only reason he couldn't continue was because Jared Goff put him in the hole. But he was getting whatever he wanted. What you think Saquon gonna do? What you think Lane Johnson, Jordan Milata, Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, and Mekhi Becton gonna do? What you think Jalen Carter gonna do to your offensive line when you're missing your starting guard for the season? Whatever happened to him in that game against the Lions, he's done for the season. Cosme, whatever his name is. What you think Jalen Carter gonna do? What you think Nolan Smith gonna do? Like, this ain't like y'all had a nice run. It was cute. It was fun. It's exciting. You know what I mean? It ends.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It definitely. And what the Eagles really got to do, honestly, in this game is keep them out of third and short because we know they're going for it on fourth down.
Exactly.
They're playing with house money. We got to win the first 2 downs of this game. Keep them in fourth and long. They're playing with house money, bro. They're going to go for it at all costs. They are playing. They're not going to listen. They're not going to take it safe in this game, bro. They're not going to take it safe in this game, and we got to stay fundamentally sound, and that's all we got to do. Stay fundamentally sound and win this game. Jaden Daniels is going to put the ball in jeopardy, bro, against the Eagles. It is what it is. Like, I'm not impressed with them, man. I don't care about none of that, bro. I'm not scared. I'm not impressed. This is what we wanted, bro. This was the easiest path to the Super Bowl. We wanted y'all to upset Detroit. Y'all fell right into the booby trap. Y'all got to come to the Linc, dummies. Nobody's scared of y'all. Y'all fell right into the booby trap. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't show us a game where y'all beat Jalen Hurts. When y'all beat Jalen Hurts, when y'all do that? Last time Jalen Hurts was healthy, y'all lost. Y'all fell right into the sandstorm, bro. If we could beat Detroit, y'all could beat anybody. Bullshit. Detroit was never the best team in the league. It was always us.
They gave him that. They gave them that.
Yep.
Because they gave them that because that was a sexy conversation. They gave them that. They ain't earned that for real. They ain't earned that. I saw people talking about, if the Lions and the Eagles meet, the Lions gonna thrash them. Well, guess what? They couldn't even make it.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know. You know what I mean?
You know
you gotta be kidding me. The Cowboys said that last year. If we had got past the San Francisco 49ers, we'd have beat y'all in the NFC Championship game. Shut up.
We'll never know.
That's the group of people that really need to shut up this week. Y'all need to shut up and mind y'all business because y'all been in Cancun since week 8. You need to shut up and mind y'all business, man. Y'all been having umbrellas in y'all drinks on the beach since week 8. Shut up and mind your business, bro. This don't even concern the Giants. This don't concern the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I lied, y'all. I lied. I got a confession to make, y'all. I went on Twitter and said I want this to be a divisional celebration, 2 teams in a championship game. No, it will be none of that this week, bro. It will be all war this week, bro. May the best team win. May the best team win. All war this week. May the best team win.
And we don't duck nothing. That's the thing. We don't duck nothing. Win, lose, draw. We don't duck nothing. But listen, we charge it to the game at the end of the day. And we know, when we play, when we play y'all, like, bro, we really were the better teams for the most part. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Crazy, man.
I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this game.
You know what's so laughable though, Tone? They out here preparing for the SAT while it's a zombie apocalypse outside. They worry about the wrong thing, Tone. They worry about Jalen Hurts so much. And Saquon Barkley is running records up at the running back. Saquon Barkley is revitalizing the running back position. Bijan Johnson, who is at home on the couch, tweeted Saquon Barkley, thank you.
Right.
Another man in Cancun with an umbrella in his drink, thanking Saquon for bringing back the running back position. Dude's about to start getting paid after this season of Saquon on. That's the thing, man. People are like, oh, this is crazy. They see the championship graphic with Jaden Daniels and Saquon Barkley on the graphic. Why the hell shouldn't Saquon Barkley be on the graphic? That don't hurt us that our quarterback ain't on the graphic and a generational running back is.
That's ego shit. I ain't worried about that.
That don't hurt me. The man just ran for a deuce in the snow. He had 2,000 rushing yards. Put him on every graphic he need to be on. Come on, bro. Y'all worry about Jalen Hurts so much. Jalen Hurts is going to ride this all the way to the bowl. All the way to a win.
And the thing is, though, they continue to underestimate his ability to execute in the air.
Exactly.
And they're gonna be salty when it happens to them. They're gonna be salty because the thing is, though, all he's doing is just running the offense and being efficient, protecting the ball. He's not really trying to go crazy in the air. We know Jalen Hurts when it come down to it, he could put the pill in the mailbox. We know that. So. Listen, man, I ain't paying these guys no mind. It's gonna be a fun matchup. Simone, you got something to say?
The thing is,
make sure y'all got LB's Twitter notifications on this week.
Yeah,
for sure.
I already cursed out. I already cursed at a couple people this morning. This is only 1:30.
And also make sure you guys subscribe to the new Linc Up YouTube channel. You guys make sure you guys are tuned in. We are live streaming on the Linc Up YouTube channel. The link has just been posted in the live stream. We're trying to migrate all of our supporters for the Linc Up podcast. We're trying to migrate all of you guys from our personal channels to our Linc Up dedicated YouTube channel. Okay, so make sure you guys click that link and make sure you guys subscribe. And that goes even for the ops, because we know y'all like to come to our parties because y'all parties just don't match up. So we understand that our communities is where it's at. We understand that our communities is where it's popping. So make sure you guys continue to stay locked in. And make sure you guys subscribe to the Linc Up YouTube channel. Again, the link has been posted in the live chat. Make sure you guys stay locked in. We're trying to grow that over there. And eventually, all of the Linc Up content will be available on that channel, okay? And once you subscribe, once you make your way over there, stay there. Hang out there. You know what I mean? Take your talents to South Beach. You feel what I'm saying? Take your talents to the Linc Up page. So make sure you guys lock in. And we appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, but yeah, this is a big week.
It's a big week.
It's a big week, y'all.
It's crazy. You know what? We bless Simone. You absolutely right. We bless Simone because look,
bless beyond belief.
One game away from the Super Bowl, and look at us. We just as calm as ever. They down there. They playing go-go music, man. They happy, man. They happy, man. They happy. Yeah, they happy, man. I seen a dude jumping around dancing in the street. It was on Twitter. He dancing in the street. For regular shit that happened to us, he dancing in the street, but I get it. They ain't been in this position since '92. I get it.
I can't believe it's been that long, bro.
Yeah. Did you guys know the Eagles have the most NFC championship berths in the NFC
since 2000? I think like 8.
Yeah, since 2008, and the closest team got like 5 or 4, something like that.
I think that's the Patriots.
Yeah,
that's Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Well, I'm talking about strictly NFC, but I think NFL. You might be right though.
But you know what? All they're gonna do is spin that though and say y'all only got 1 ring out of that.
Right.
Listen, man, you know what else we got out of that? Some good ass moments, and knowing that our ownership is going to always put us in a position to chase a ring.
That's the thing. Like, this is the standard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Success, chasing success, postseason runs. That's the standard in Philly. Like, we don't be having them long droughts, them long rebuild droughts, ain't been nowhere, ain't seen nothing since 1992.
We ain't got to worry about an owner sexually assaulting nobody. We ain't got to worry about none of that.
We ain't got to worry about none of that. Like the standard here, like no shade to nobody else. This is not shade. This is just me bringing up a comparison. Dylan going into the season, man, we're going to make the playoffs this year. These other franchises, they're hoping and praying they make the playoffs.
Right.
The Eagles, our goal every year is how can we get to the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
The standards is different. We built a franchise. We built a precedent of winning it all. We know they said, oh, once you lose Shane and once you lose Jonathan Gannon, we going back into purgatory. No, took a little step back for one season and still made the playoffs. Now we right back in the convo.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in the convo.
You know what a lot of people not understanding?
That's just a comparison.
You know what a lot what a lot of people also not take into account, and this go to the little boys, the Dallas Cowboys fans who I gotta put emphasis on this, need to shut up. The content creators and the fans, shut up. You don't have nothing to be talking about, bro. Mind your business. This don't got nothing to do with you. But it's funny how both of their ex-coordinators is on two rosters playing in the NFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how they had to leave. Y'all dumpster fire of an organization. Kellen Moore, listen, y'all talk all this Dak Prescott stuff, but Jalen Hurts is the one that got him, you know what I mean, in a championship game. Dak Prescott couldn't do that. Dan Quinn been there before with a different organization, but the Cowboys couldn't get him there. You know what I mean? He had to leave to the Commanders to do that. So, you know what I mean? Look, man, we just got to nail their head to the ground. We got to nail their head to the ground. We just can't have no remorse. We can't have no remorse. We got to go out here and be vicious, savage. We got to go out here and kill. We got to be on everything moving. And I don't think that they understand what that is, bro. I don't think so.
I love it.
This snow game ain't do nothing but make us tougher and make us more of a group, bro.
Mm-hmm. I love it, man. And, you know, not everybody is built for those moments at the end of the day. And a lot of people want to, again, make it about the individuals. But at the end of the day, you win championships with a quality football team. You win when you play complementary football. At the end of the day, you win by protecting the football. You win by taking the football away. This game is all about time of possession, the amount of possessions you have, putting up points, keeping points off the board, winning and losing. This game is not complicated. A lot of people want to overcomplicate it so it can fit their narrative. But I'm done with I'm done with getting into the conversations where people want to overcomplicate this sport when it's really, really not. Did you win? Did you lose? Did you protect the football? Or did you not protect the football? Did you put points on the board or did you not put points on the board? Did you keep points off the board? This game is not complicated, right? You know, I look at the box score and I see that the Eagles defense gave up 400 yards total offense, right? But what doesn't get talked about is the fact that they held that Rams team to 20 points. Granted, Jalen Hurts got sacked for a safety, so that's 2 points that he gave up. But as far as the points that the offense cultivated for the Rams, you gave up 20 points. Oh, by the way, when the Rams played the Vikings, the offense only put up 20 points. They had a pick six, which made it 27 points. But the Rams offense, once again, only put up 20 points. And then, oh, by the way, when we played them last time in week 12, how many points did they give up? Oh, 20 points. So we know who the Rams are. The Rams showed us that they're good for a solid 20 points. Simple as that. And I just look at this Eagles team is that from top to bottom, they're complete. They're complete. And when one person fails, another part of the ball can do their job, man. I love the way this team is built. I love how they play for each other. It's going to be really exciting to see these guys hoist that Lombardi trophy. I really can't wait, man. So make sure you guys continue to smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to not only Chalk It Up Sports. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Simone Stanley, Simone with the Sports. Make sure you are subscribed to Laura Brunson, and most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the Link Up YouTube channel, the official YouTube channel for the Link Up podcast featuring Simone Stanley, Laura Brunson, and Tony DeShows II. We appreciate y'all for locking in the way you guys have. So we got a ton of super chat, you guys. So we should probably get to those before we get out of hand. All right, let's start with the first one. And also, we even appreciate the ops being here. Because at the end of the day, man, we understand why y'all here. We understand that this is where the party is. We understand that y'all content creators just can't carry the water like we carry it. We understand that. Some of them don't entertain you the way we do. Some of us don't give you the real like we do. I understand why y'all here. You know what I mean? It's better on this side of the tracks. It's better on this side of the street. A lot of y'all used to the suburbs. Come to the hood. We party down here. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get to the super chats.
Mm-hmm.
Dank Bird Gang 52 with the $5. He said F the preview. Let's let that beef brew in 3D too. So it's showtime.
It's showtime.
I like that, Dank. I like that. I like that, Dank. Shout out to you. USS Midway. LB, want to read this one?
Yeah, Midway. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. He said, imagine being a Cowboys fan knowing that either Kellen Moore or Dan Quinn are guaranteed a spot in the Super Bowl. Happy championship week, y'all. Yes, sir.
Facts, man. Yo, Jerry Jones probably losing his mind right now.
He is.
The boy RJ. Shout out to RJ. It's my guy.
RJ. He said, oh, you got it?
You go score.
He said it feels so good to make it to the after party. But K Dot at the after party, we got to get VIP tickets. Let's go. I'm hyped. Mm-hmm. I'm hyped too, man.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I'm excited, man. Mm-hmm. I don't care what they say. We earned this. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah. A lot of guys can't play in that weather. They fold. And on top of that, Jalen could have stayed out with that knee. He came back in and said, "No, we finishing this.
We're finishing
this." Come
on,
man.
You know, a lot of people not taking it into account. It was 3 plays that would have had Jalen like at 250 yards, probably, bro. That legal man downfield. If Dallas Goedert don't run behind the line of scrimmage,
AJ Brown drop.
Got the AJ Brown drop.
The Sweetie drop.
Shit, the Lane Johnson false start. You talking about 44 points we got on these guys if them 3 plays are executed the right way. You know what I mean? Shout out my guy Philly Mike, man. Thank you for the super chat. He said the link was electric. Talk about 12 man. They was in the building, bro.
Yo, man. Shout out to Mike, man. Mike taking his son to the game.
Mike,
that was fly, man. Shout out to Philly Mike, man. That's my guy.
Mike been to the whole playoff run, I think.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Up to the game?
He funny. He said his son asked him about this game. He was like,
yeah, you talking this one might be $900 a ticket, my boy.
Shout out to Mike, man. Uncle Nate with the super chat. Thank you, Uncle Nate. He says Josh Allen has similar numbers to Hurts, and no one is saying anything. I hate the hate Jalen gets. Listen, man, this is what it's about. This is what it's going to come down to, bro. Like they will always look at Jalen Hurts the way they look at him. A lot of these guys that talk about Jalen Hurts the way they talk about him is because they've already made their minds up about him when he got drafted. A lot of these guys has said he would have to change his position. A lot of these guys said he'd be a career backup. A lot of these guys didn't like him from the beginning. So therefore, they refuse to alter their narrative.
It's a little deeper. I'm gonna do a video on it, bro. It's a little
deeper,
no. I gotta call the card, bro.
It's Martin Luther King Day.
What I saw from NBC Tone when they put the graphic up of Jalen Hurts stats and Josh Allen stats, the pass numbers is identical. Neither one of them threw for a touchdown pass in the game, but they added Josh Allen 2 rushing touchdowns. You know what I mean? But they didn't add Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown. You know what I mean? When they both played identical games for real.
No, for sure. And Jalen Hurts
I
don't like it either. And Jalen Hurts ran for a 44-yard touchdown, whereas Josh Allen's touchdowns were 5 yards or less, something like that. Mm-hmm. Like he wasn't explosive in the run game.
They was big boy plays, make no mistake. But it's like
no, for sure, yeah, for sure. But to your point, you're right. Like there is I call it propaganda. Like mm-hmm. there's a way that they're showing Jalen Hurts to the national masses, and what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of people are influenced by that. Right. A lot of people are really influenced by what these guys in the suit and tie say, mm-hmm. And they're using their powers for evil, not good. Shout out to Uncle Nate, man, and he back again with another super chat. Oh, he did it twice. Shout out to my guy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right. War for the super chat. He said, no cap. This could have been a blowout. AJ drops, missed extra points, 2 penalties, cost 2 touchdowns. We battle tested. This team is resilient. We weathered every storm, man. Self-inflicted and the weather and the opponent doing anything, man. Like, look, I ain't gonna front the Rams. They make it easy. They ain't make it easy at all. But we were the better team at the end of the day. Simple as that. That
D-line was smoking.
Right. Good. And they love when they talk about one side of the ball. The defense, like you win football games because of your defense too. Like
the Rams.
Oh yeah. That
the Rams was on our head, bro.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Verse, he was on our head.
He had like 3 sacks, 2 sacks, something like that.
He was on our head, man. You know what I mean? And Jalen Hurts had to do what he had to do for the greater good of the conditions by eating some of them sacks for real. A lot of people don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, and that
the safety he could have. He probably could have just
I can't get jiggy with the safety though.
I can't get jiggy with the safety either. But a lot of them sacks, even on the last possession where we had the 3 and out and gave him the ball back, and the defense had to win the game. He had to take that last sack so they could burn that time out.
Yes.
He had to take that last sack.
If he throws it, it's incomplete. It stops the clock. So you're right.
Right. He had to take that last sack so he could burn that time out.
Absolutely. So yeah, man. So I admittedly, so some of those sacks I didn't understand. I might just throw it away, right? But then there were certain ones that were situational. I'm like, okay, I understand why he took the sack there, but I don't. That safety one just blew me. That one blew me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wharf. K ordered Green with the super chat. He said, "Told you a couple weeks ago, Tone. Fantasy and parlays got the game fucked up. It ain't about winning no more when you add money to the equation. Sad. You right, bro.
Yeah.
You right, man. You right. You are very right about that." Did you? Oh, speaking of the bets and all that, did y'all know the Eagles have moved to the favorite spot in all the betting circles? Like they're the favorite to win it all.
That defense.
Yeah, it's the defense. It's the defense, and then it's also knowing that the passing game is going to come alive, bro. Whether it's this week or in the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts is going to throw the ball. The Super Bowl is in the dome for a reason. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts is going to come to play these last two games, bro, in a different way that people thinking that he can't for some reason.
Thank you, K-Order. Jacqueline Kent with the super chat. She says, I agree. Legal gambling has totally messed up the NFL. Yeah, it's skewed the way people process the information they see. All right, Simone, want to read this one?
Chris Thomason, Rams was playing dirty, kept hip dropping, tackling on Jalen Hurts, sent verse in that 70 set. Yeah, appreciate the super chat. I'm so verse. If you wanted to be an Eagle, just say that, bro. We already had Nolan. You know what I'm saying? We already drafted for that position. We was good at your position. What's the animosity? You couldn't be an Eagle, bro.
Right, and you know what I like? I like that happened to him, bro. He walking up and down the stadium like he's some celebrity. Jalen Carter come out of nowhere, hoodie duck. Right. The whole temperature changed when Jalen Carter walked up on him and his teammate when they was walking on the side in the beginning of the game. Whole energy changed. When the big dog you could have stopped and had that conversation about the 70K. You want to keep talking about and walking at the same time. Man, get your nut ass in the tunnel.
Once the big dog came out.
Right. And listen, you got them sacks, right? You got them sacks, but the reality is when you had to actually get physical in the trenches, and I'm talking about when it came in the running game, you was chasing Saquon.
Oh, when Saquon hit him with that.
You was chasing him. You was doing a lot of chasing today. You got your individual stats, but see, stopping the run is a decision. You know what I'm saying? Stopping the run is a mentality. It's just you got to make a conscious decision. I'm gonna get grimy in this game. And
Saquon ran for damn near 500 yards in 2 meetings this year.
Right.
Yep. 464 touchdowns, average over 8 yards a carry, 52 carries. The ball's a problem. The problem, man. And they said he wouldn't go over 200 again. I was being modest. I said he'd go for 150. He took it over 200. I'm like, this ball is bad.
He different.
Shout out Chris. Philly Mike back again. He says, agree with you, Tone, but Hurts does get fantasy points. He's number 7. True.
To an extent, you could use that as an educated barometer of how he affects the game. You know what I mean? Fantasy points don't mean nothing, but he's doing something that's generating points on some type of metric.
It's funny, right? They claim that he's being carried, but y'all always want him. But y'all want him on your fantasy teams, though,
right?
It don't make sense, right? And look, I play fantasy every year. I pay attention. Sometimes I don't, but it's funny how he wins football games. Y'all criticize him for how he wins football games, but y'all want him on your fantasy team because of how he played football games.
Right.
What are we talking about?
It don't make sense. When you look at the top fantasy quarterbacks, none of them are pocket passing guys. There's guys that are all dual threats. It's Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar. It's guys like that.
Jaden Daniels, all guys like that.
Yeah.
But y'all don't like how he played the game. But y'all want him on your fantasy team. Y'all don't know what side y'all on. Shout out to Philly Mike. Star, the super chat. She said, remember, Tone. Told him that the running game and defense will always be there. That's the one thing, no matter what's going on in football, that travels more than your passing game. Your running game, your defense travels more than anything else. Thank you, Shar. LB, want to read this one?
My guy Key, thank you for the super chat. He said, experience matters. We're going to cook the Commanders. I agree wholeheartedly.
Waves on swim.
That's my guy Key.
Woo.
Gold D, super chat. He said, morons let Cilio warp their minds into thinking that stats matter when winning is all that matters. Yeah, man, Cilio a clown.
Well, yeah, we not even discuss. Come on, certain things on here we ain't even discuss. Ain't even worth.
Yeah, they just want me to call people names.
Right.
Jacqueline Kemp with the super chat. She says Philly's negative mentality is a major barrier, and Jalen continues to cook and win despite the hate. I stand with Jalen all the way. Much love from my quarterback one. You know what's so funny about that? Jalen Hurts plays the game with zero ego.
Mm-hmm.
Zero ego. There's a lot of guys out here that want to get their numbers. There's a lot of quarterbacks in this league that wouldn't want to hand the ball to Saquon Barkley 20, 25 times a game, right? He plays the game with zero ego, and he understands what his role is on his team. He's willing to let his role be whatever that is. That's how you know you have a winner on your hands.
You legit gotta have zero ego, man, for right now with his team at, bro. You got to, man. I read somewhere where the reporters was talking to a bunch of players at one time. Then Saquon walked in the room after the shower, and all the reporters ran to Saquon. You got to respect that, bro. He having a moment. He having a legendary moment, bro. You got to respect it.
Yeah, and I think there's all, even when it comes to AJ, right? There's a misconception that AJ is not happy for the team's success, right? Listen, he's a competitor. He wants to be a part of the game, but I think he understands ultimately that. Listen, I'm always be able to get my numbers. I done got back-to-back seasons with this team, 1,400 plus yards, career years, three-time all pros. Like AJ, you're stamped, you're solidified. Now all you need to do is win, and I think he.
Yeah, we need you. We need your ass to block downfield.
Yeah, listen, he was crucial on that Jalen Hurts touchdown. Crucial on that Jalen Hurts touchdown.
He was crucial.
So, and also I think he knew he dropped some easy catches. So I think his perspective is a way more demure.
I think a guy like AJ is. I think he's reflecting on that. You know what I mean? Like, I had my opportunities and I ain't seizing my opportunity. You know what I mean? So now it's truly about doing whatever got to be done now.
Yeah, because look, he led the team in targets by a mile. He had 7 targets, 7 of them. The closest, and then Dallas Goedert, Saquon, and Devontae had 4 each. They clearly was trying to get you the ball.
Right.
Yeah. The conditions ain't allow it.
Right. So it is what it is, man. Jalen Hurts is the most hated, but trust me, in my household, he the most appreciated. Shout out to Jacqueline. Key with the super chat. Back again, he said, fun fact, Jalen in our Super Bowl had 300 passing yards to Mahomes 180. Like Tone said, they don't pay you for stats. Jalen has Saquon, no need to do too much. And you know what's so funny? A lot of people don't want to talk about Mahomes' Super Bowl wins. In all his Super Bowl wins, for the most part, he hasn't had these prolific passing performances. They've been methodical. Like I got to dig a little deeper, but for the most part, he hasn't thrown for over 200 yards in his Super Bowl wins.
He hasn't had great passing games this year at all. For real, man. I think he only got 4 games with a triple-digit rating this year.
Okay, let me see.
But what he does is he just knows how to win.
Okay, so let me double
Yeah, we got 46 of them things.
Okay, so okay, when they beat San Fran the first time, he did throw for 286, but they was down, so he had to throw the ball.
Right,
they was down. He went 26 for 42, completed 61% of his passes. Through 2 passing touchdowns. So I think they was down by double digits. He had to turn it up in the second half. So I was incorrect. He had 1 game under 200 yards, and that was the one he won, the one he beat us against. But it is universally known that he hasn't had prolific passing performances in his Super Bowls. Now, the most recent one, he went 30 for 46, completed over 70% of his passes, 2 passing touchdowns, and over 300 yards. The game went into overtime. So they was able to really, pat on some more stats. But listen, the bottom line is, though, when Patrick Mahomes beat us, he didn't have his best performance. He was efficient, 21 for 27, 182 passing yards. He did throw 3 passing touchdowns, though, so he was opportunistic. But my point still stands, though, right? When you got a team around you, you got to lean into that. You got to lean into that. So I do want to clean up my Patrick Mahomes take. He has had some pretty good games in the Super Bowls, but I think people do understand that they don't always start off clean. Anyway, thank you, Key. Jacqueline Kemp back again. She says we got to start thinking like winners and not whiners, bro.
Yeah, that's been the hardest thing to do all season.
For sure, man.
For some,
sure.
Not for me.
And honestly, all those people who want to keep criticizing Jalen Hurts no matter how many times he wins football games, I'm starting to think it's deep in the rap, like you said, LB. It's deep in the rap.
We're gonna talk about it. I'm uploading again today.
He don't resemble your cousin or your uncle in South Philly, do he? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't talk about South Philly. South Philly known to have them. You know what I mean? They got them people down there.
They got them people down there. I dated a girl from them people family before. They ain't like
You know
me.
what I'm saying?
You can't stop me. You can't stop a winner.
At all. Shout out to Alex with the super chat. He says, seeing tape of hurt sacks. The O-line was getting bullied. Can't fault Jalen for all those sacks. He had 0 lanes to run and 0 time.
It probably, you know what? It probably was hard for them to find their footing though, too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know who didn't have a good game, in my opinion? Mekhi Becton.
Mailata or Becton?
I don't think Mekhi Becton had his best game yesterday.
Nah, he ain't have a good game.
None of them did, though. If you're being honest, none of them really did. No, Landon Dickerson was the highest graded Eagle. He had a 94 rating.
None of them had their best game. The illegal man downfield was just crazy.
That was
bad. That was bad.
Yeah.
And then it's like you get the illegal man downfield, and everybody, Chris Collinsworth is like, it's hard for the offensive lineman to know. No, you know that it's a tight end screen. You know that play. That's not RPO. It's a screen.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, shout out to Alex. Aziz back again. Says I've seen enough Mitchell or Carter jersey. Get your Carter jersey.
Get that Carter jersey, bro.
Get that Carter jersey.
Carter jersey.
I love Mitchell.
Get Mitchell next year. Get Mitchell next year. Get that Carter jersey.
Yeah, get Mitchell when he get like.
I'm about to order me a Carter John today.
Yeah, he a legend in the city. He a legend right now, bro. He proved that he can single-handedly take over a game.
Mm-hmm.
And not many DTs can do that. That's Aaron Donald territory. That's Chris Jones territory, right? Like,
how many forced fumbles he got this year?
Ooh, good question.
Including in the postseason, because I think he got Brian Robinson twice, didn't he?
Brian Robinson fumbled twice.
That's a good question. Let me double check his stats. So Jalen Carter on the season, regular season, he has that's it. He only got 2 forced fumbles this season. 2 forced fumbles this season. And he had 1 in the playoffs. So
how many sacks he got?
Sacks he had 4.5 this year. His rookie year he had like 6, I think.
Yeah, he had 6.
But here's the part about Jalen Carter's game. Here's the part that needs to be talked about more than anything, right? Because I'm the type of person that holds sacks and tackles for loss in the same category. On the season, his sacks probably went down, right? Jalen Carter on the season, he had a grand total of 4.5 sacks and 12 tackles for loss this season.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
In my opinion, tackles for loss equals sacks because you're stealing it down from the team that you're going up
pushing them back
and they're losing yards. That's what sacks do.
Yeah,
you kill the play before it even starts. So he has tackled guys this season 16.5 times behind the line of scrimmage.
You know how hard it is to get a tackle for loss while the other guy with the ball is going full steam ahead. You already have to beat one guy or 2 guys at times and still break through to get that tackle. But yeah, we can move on.
And he has 6 pass deflections this season.
Yeah. Damn, 6 pass deflections?
Yeah, DBs don't get that sometimes.
Pass deflections is crazy.
At the line of scrimmage. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Which speaks to his motor. And also, real quick, last thing about Jalen Carter. Did y'all know he only missed 2 snaps in that game?
Yeah, that motor is crazy.
He was on the field the whole time. He only missed 2 snaps.
Hey, yeah, the game sealing sack. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad. D'Angelo, a guy, he says, do you think Dean will get extended or replaced? I would be honest.
He get extended. I'm gonna tell you what. I'll let you go.
No, wait. I think I know what you're about to say. The injury brought the price tag down.
He's cheaper.
Made him cheaper. Because we know he could play. Play. Now it's about the price tag, and the price tag definitely dropped because of that injury. 9 times out of 10, how are we going to sign him to like a 1-year, 2-year deal? You know what I mean? He going to take it. Yeah. And it's just that simple. Shout out to D'Angelo. All right, Rocky. LB, want to read this one?
He said, JD 5 going to bless y'all. 35 on y'all dome. Okay, then we're going to score 36.
Bless us with some picks.
That's going to be cute, man. That's going to be real cute.
They tripping. They think they scoring 35 on us. They tripping.
Let's see. Chef Cook Skinner. The super chat. He says, our good luck charm, Miss Stanley going to be at the game. That's hilarious.
See, y'all think that's working in y'all favor. Y'all about to find out.
Definitely about to find out.
Y'all about to find out. Man. First of all, I've been to 2 wins this season. Only 1 loss. 2 wins, 1 loss.
So you 2-1? Okay. I like those odds.
2-1.
I like those odds. And by the way, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the Link Up YouTube channel. You guys goes a long way with us. We're trying to grow that thing. Make sure you guys migrate over there, show love, and subscribe to the Link Up YouTube channel. All right. Next super chat. Scotty, my man Scotty. He said JD5 getting bent over by. Yo, why they gotta play like this? Oh my God, Scotty, you crazy, man. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat, bro.
Hey, Jalen Carter in his bag too right there. He picked Matthew Stafford like a little ass baby, same way he did Jaden Daniels in college.
Yo, he was gonna spike him, bro.
He was gonna boom. He was gonna boom him on his head, bro.
Yo, Nolan was like, yeah.
That's growth. Because in the past, Jalen Carter might have got an unnecessary roughness. You know what I'm saying? That's growth.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he was on Solomon Grundy. They had to bring yo. So it's okay, big fella. You can put him down. You can put him down, big fella. Anyway, shout out to Scotty for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Rocky, he said, LB, you the one tweeted best rookie season. I did it.
It's the truth though. He's having a phenomenal rookie season.
Like,
but
this is the type of comments that I don't understand.
They want us to lie though. They want us to lie. I'm not
that
gonna lie.
That don't mean you ain't about to lose on Sunday.
Anyway, thank you for the super chat, brother.
Right.
2 things gonna be true.
Right.
Two things can be true.
Alex, thank you for the super chat. How he has to find a way to move Huff.
He will.
He will. Jay looks better than him at this point.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Appreciate it.
Eagles Playbook Podcast says they overhyped that second game against us. JD played the backup until CJ got ejected. And then he got ejected out of the game.
Bad until CJ got ejected.
He played bad up. Oh, my bad. I'm tripping.
Right.
He was throwing dirt balls.
He was throwing dirt balls. But anyway,
and then also,
you're right.
Defense, we would have won that game with Kenny if Devontae caught that ball. There was no play made by their defense. Their defense did not make a play to stop that game. Devontae was wide open. That's no credit to their defense. They ain't do nothing.
It's crazy. The crazy thing is, if they win the ball, if we beat them, we get this over with already. They're not even in this position. They're the first team to play. We already send them home.
Right.
We end up being the 7th seed.
That's a good point.
If Smitty catch that pass, we already been over and done with this.
But here's the thing, also, right? You never know how things may shake out in terms of the seeding. We may not have gotten a home game for the NFC Championship, so it all depends. It's all relative.
It would have been different.
More wins. We could have been higher. We could have had that number 1.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. That bye, I was saying it all year long. I said that bye, at least leading up to us actually officially not earning it, but that bye was overrated to me this year. That bye, I wasn't feeling that bye week this year. I just wasn't. Anyway, Anthony Perry says they want to act like Jalen Hurts factor doesn't matter. It matters. Detroit opened the path. We ready. Ready. For real, man. I'm telling you, Washington defense can be had, and they know it too. They know it.
Appreciate you, Anthony.
Shout out to Bloodshot Sports.
Bloodshot Sports said your coaches is on borrowed time.
Huh?
Skip this. It's goofy. Anthony Perry, I got Brunson Anthem in my head. No white flags. I appreciate you, Ant.
Shout out to Ant, man.
No white flag, period.
Simone, read this one.
In game 22 with the $5 chat. Appreciate you. I'm a Commanders fan. It's gonna be a good game, and if we lose, I'll be rooting for the Eagles to bring one back. See, come on, that's the energy we need from the rest of y'all.
I ain't got nothing bad to say to you, bro. But that's
the energy we need. Respect.
I ain't got nothing bad to say either, but he better than me. I say that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say nothing bad, but you better than me in game.
We need to bring it home, bro. If we bring it home, we one behind them in terms of total Super Bowls, bro.
Ant Perry, he says we stay in the NFC Championship. Second home for us.
Right.
That's a fact.
We got a bed and a pillow in the NFC Championship game.
Y'all show money feeding us. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might be out there, Simone.
You need a LB pull up.
I might be out there.
Even if you just pull up to the tailgate, it's gonna be lit. Bro.
I ain't listen. If I come outside, listen, my bones are so I got a lot of wear and tear from scrapping. If I come outside, I'm going inside.
You know
what I mean? I'm in the stadium if I come outside.
You need
man. And when I said you're going to the game, Simone going to the game.
I'm thinking about it.
Y'all tell LB to pull up to the game and stop playing.
I'm thinking about it. I need to talk. Let me talk to my support system.
The Yo Nation asks AJ hurt. Well, he has been nursing a knee injury throughout the season in the playoffs, but he didn't look hurt to me yesterday. He didn't look hurt.
He said he wasn't hurt. He said I wasn't hurt. I was getting on my break. I was open. That's what he said the other week. He wasn't hurt.
Right. And in that Rams game, he got opportunities, 7 targets. He didn't capitalize. So I think
he's about to get the ball early and often next week.
I think he's gonna go crazy next game.
I think early and often get the ball. I think we about to have these dudes in a blender.
For sure, man. Shout out to T Will, man, just showing love with the flag was fly. Appreciate you, T Will. Thank you for the $10 super chat, big dog. It means a lot to us. Means a lot. Okay. Aziz with the super chat. It says, shout out to Brandon Man for not fumbling no snaps either. Yo, the placeholder. Because some of them snaps.
You missed T Will. T Will had another
one. I'm tripping. Oh, my bad, T Will. I'm sorry. T Will says another one just for the love of it. LB, first 48 on play all week.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, T Will.
Shout out to T Will. And but yeah, Aziz, Brandon Man. Some of those snaps was a little, he caught them things, set them up. You know what I mean? It's funny how Jake Elliott gets some extra points, but he not mixing the field goals. That's weird to me.
Shout out to Jake Elliott.
Man,
I was on him. Y'all know he on the chopping block for me.
We needed those field goals desperate. Like offense put the pressure on Jake Elliott this game. Having to settle for them field goals in the snow.
Dudes out there trying to clear it out.
No. I tell y'all, the way I probably took 10 total breaths during this game.
I already had my mind made up on the last. I was like, he about to miss y'all. I had my mind made up.
I was holding my breath. I had to tell myself, breathe.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you this. And when we texting throughout the game, I may appear calm, and I'll be trying to settle y'all down. But when I'm in the crib,
you wasn't calm, Tone.
And
I just want to say this because y'all said LB came to the chat first on some bullshit, y'all.
Drawn.
I didn't even say that. When I got that text
before the game started, what you say? He said, "I'm worried about this brother, y'all."
Before the game started, LB was being scary, y'all. Before the game even started,
he started forward early.
You don't realize how pissed I was when I got that.
I was like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm nervous. She was annoyed.
I was so mad because
she was like, I'm about to block you. She was annoyed.
Because LB, you don't realize how much mental work I did to get myself confident. So I did all this mental work the night before. I played the Calm app, had my rain thunderstorm going, and then I wake up to some bullshit. I told Dylan, why LB texted talking about he's scared? What he's scared for?
But that's all I needed. I did that for a reason. I was like, she not gonna agree with me. She gonna get me in my right mind. After I got my words of encouragement, you was like, you're right. I'm back.
Yo, it's funny. It's funny you say that, right? But listen, it's funny.
I said, why we be scared? We got Saquon. I said, why we gonna be scared? We got this defense. I said, has this team ever given you a reason to be scared? I said, it's wartime. Strap up them boots.
I'm in there comment like, no, they haven't.
It's so funny though, right? Prior to the Green Bay game, right? I had to drop my wife off to the airport. So it was like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. We drive her to the airport, right? So she like, how you feel about the game? So like she know how I get, I can't eat when I watch the game. I'm just on edge, right? Regardless of my confidence, I'm on edge. So we in the car driving. So I just start venting, talking about why we the best team, why we gonna win. Breaking down every detail to our roster, every player, all the setbacks, all the doubters. I'm breaking down every detail, every narrative. I'm breaking it down. And she was like, "You feel better now?" I was like, "Yeah, I do feel better now."
right. That's all.
I had to remind myself who the fuck we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to remind myself. So you know what I mean? Like none of us are above it, but LB, man, you can't be sending the messages, man. When I read them in the game, you spook me, bro.
Why you read them?
Because first of all, we gotta remember.
I got an Apple Watch. I can't avoid it.
As a group, like.
No, y'all listen. Y'all gotta understand what I go through during the week. I'm in several group chats of haters. I'm fighting a fight for a whole city. You know what I'm saying? Then when I come to the safe spot with the team, I'm like, hey, y'all, we need to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
But look,
oh man,
it was me during that game yesterday for a full 5 minutes. I thought we lost the game.
The safety after the safety, I thought we lost.
No. I'm talking about. So I was doing the G League game, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the Rams got the ball, when the Rams got the ball and was driving, right? I had to turn the Eagles game off because my G League game was about to end, and I had to do the post game interview, and I was all out of whack, like stomach fully sick, halfway breathing, like I'm fully out of whack. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking mad. People are like, "You good?" I'm like, "Oh no, it's the Eagles are playing." So I had to get my mind right. I was like, I can't have the Eagles mess up my real job. You know what I'm saying? So I had to turn the game off because I'm like, I'm not focused. I got to lock in and do this post-game interview. So I turn the game off. I tell Dylan to go away because Dylan is watching the game on his phone. He keep reacting. So I said, if you're going to watch the game, go on somewhere else. So he leave. I'm doing the post-game interview, right? Don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. doing the interview all somber because I'm thinking, I don't know what Matt is doing right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then when I'm done, Dylan never came back. If the Eagles had won, he would have been like, Mo, y'all won. I'm looking in the crowd trying to find him. I'm like, he's staying away because he don't want to see me crash out. He's staying away because the Eagles lost. I'm dead serious. So for this full moment, I thought the Eagles lost. I pick up my phone. I got a push notification from about 7 minutes ago saying, see y'all next season from someone in my Eagles chat. I dropped my phone. I'm just standing there like this.
Can't even focus.
Why was somebody saying that?
I thought we lost. Then I opened my phone and see the full notifications. Eagles headed to championship. I was like, ah!
Oh, so you didn't really get a chance to see that thing close out?
No, for a full
You lucky.
Look, for a full 5 minutes, I thought we were done. There was a full 5 minutes where I thought our season was over.
On the fourth down,
I didn't see it.
I didn't look. I didn't have the guts to look, bro. I had the guts to look on the fourth down, bro. I looked at the replay. I think the ball just slipped out of his hand. He just threw that joint out of bounds.
The pressure. Jalen Carter got pressure on him, and he had to get rid of it early.
Yeah, that was on the fourth down.
Skip with the super chases early this year. Jalen said he submitted himself to the style of football he's learning and will pay dividends later in his career. I agree, Skip. Shaq B93 said Alex Smith. This is what I was talking about, by the way, when I said the snow. Alex Smith went on TV this morning and said if it wasn't snowing, the Rams would have won. Oh my God, man! If I was a rich girl, come on, man. Nobody all that if, bro, all that if, man.
They've been ifing us all the way to the Super Bowl. They're gonna if us all the way to the Super Bowl.
For sure, man. Like, shout out to Shaq, man. We appreciate you, bro. T. Will says, send the shots off for me, Tone. Commander's in trouble. Hey, Shaq, you know I got you. You know what I mean?
Backhand.
They shooting. Commander's going to house. They shooting.
Atlanta, y'all.
It's crazy how I'm feeling. It's crazy in the Badlands. Oh man, shout out to T. Will, my guy. In game 22-4. He says, y'all won. I don't care how y'all did it. Y'all did it. Respect to the Eagles. Y'all kings of the hill right now. Y'all should talk y'all ish for sure.
Exactly.
Appreciate you, In-Game.
Look at In-Game trying to earn a friend. It's like, no, I'm playing. Shout out to In-Game, man. I appreciate you, brother. Maya over the super chat says, I want y'all Commanders fans to get it out. Y'all get it out your head that you're coming to South Philly and putting up 45 or even 30. Let's hunt. Yeah, see, here's the thing, right? There's teams who know how to win shootouts, and there's teams that know how to win grinded out games. We a team that can do both.
Mm-hmm.
The Commanders, I mean, that wasn't grounded out game.
See, the Commanders would like this to be a shootout, but it's not going to be that way.
The first Commanders game was a grounded out game.
Yeah.
Remember who grounded it out? Jalen Hurts. Remember who put his body on the line and protected the football and got that first down.
And he threw for 200 yards. Everybody act like he can't do that.
Concussed.
Exactly.
There's only one.
Yeah, it's going to be a competitive game, but I don't think y'all coming in here dropping 40. Y'all tripping.
Definitely not.
Yeah, they said the Rams are going to come in here and put up all these points. 20. They said the Packers are going to come in and put up points. 10 or 13, whatever it was. Like, come on, what are we doing? Anyway, shout out to y'all.
The boy
RJ, my guy.
He said DeJean and Saquon share my birthday, which happens to be Super Bowl this year. That's crazy.
Wait, Saquon's birthday is the Super Bowl?
And Cooper DeJean, apparently.
Oh, no,
and his.
It's up. It's up, RJ. It's the after party. It's up, man. Everybody can't get in. The wristband.
Everybody can't get in.
The wristband. You gotta have that. You gotta have that invisible ink on your hand to get to this party.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Chops Probot. Thank you for the super chase. That Commanders are coming into a buzzsaw. This team is so resilient. Saquon is him. I'm feeling like we need to get ring fitted soon. Two more. Job not done. It's a fact.
Fact, man. Shout out to Ant. And he back again. He said all these QBs they trust over Hurts are in Cancun now, looking silly. Facts.
Yep. With the drinks with the umbrella in them.
Facts. Can I get a refill?
Right. Shaq B93, thank you for the super chat. He said we 20 weeks into the season and they still on TV this morning saying we can't keep winning like this. We've been winning like this all year. Right.
It's cute.
My guy Solace, that's my guy Solace. Thank you for the super chat, bro. King Solomon. He said Jalen is looking at his legacy in the macro and not the micro confines of the game. He knows winning equals history. He doesn't play or live for the temporary moments. That's facts. Winning equals history. It's a bar. It's a lesson in every bar.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky D. Thank you for the super chat. He said, this is going to be the worst Washington team you guys will see. And we are in the NFC Championship. Let that sink in. Talk to us nicely. Better not lose.
See, here's what they don't understand.
This is going to be the worst Washington team you guys.
No, I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. He trying to say that they're only getting better from here. But here's the reality, though. Football don't work like that. Football don't work like that. Hey, the Ravens thought they got better. Look where they at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Lions, they got better. Look where they at. There's so many variables that go into just improving your roster. You got to win those moments, those crucial moments. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your quarterback has to stay healthy or whatever. Maybe there's so many variables that go into that. So trust me, your team is doing what they're doing now, but it takes a lot to be able to sustain what the Eagles have sustained over the past 20 years.
They're not winning 3 straight. They're not winning 3 straight road games.
It's not easy.
They're not winning this game.
We set a standard here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all haven't been here since the 90s. Okay, have some respect for the long-standing team that's kept this NFC East relevant for the last 2 decades. We carried the NFC East. Have some respect.
Yeah,
this is a good point right here. Hazy, what do you say? Hazy, you hits. Thank you for the super chat. He said Hurts gets no credit. ESPN showed he checked into both of those Saquon touchdown runs. He means more to our offense than just passing. He's an extension of the coaching staff on the field. And also on Saquon last touchdown, the last long run that he had, you know what I mean? Saquon and Jalen Hurts had a conversation in the backfield before the ball was snapped. Saquon Barkley didn't even know which side he was supposed to be lined up on. Jalen Hurts had to tell him that.
Right, and that goes back to Jalen Hurts not having an ego. You know how many quarterbacks who check out a run just throw the ball because they trust their arm more?
Right.
You know how many quarterbacks do that? They trust their arm more than anything. Like, man, Hazy, it's a good point about you, bro.
Appreciate it.
War with the super chat. Someone want to read this one?
War V with the 499. Sacks was on Kellen. The stats came out. 6 out of 7 sacks came after 3.5 seconds. Kellen long developing plays caused that. Yeah. Some of them sacks was on Jalen. Some of them sacks was not. Some of them sacks was on Jalen, held the ball. Some of the sacks was just that pressure pack smoking. Some of them sacks, after the snow, I do feel like, it's just a little slippery, and he was more concerned with protecting that ball than anything else. But it was a little mix of both of all.
And he did fumble once, but he got the bounce.
Man,
they got
Gainwell, man.
Gainwell is.
He had 2. He be right on time.
He had 2 crucial touches in this game too. He had 2 crucial touches. He had a 10-yard catch and a 10-yard run that moved the chains.
I want to see Gainwell being Saquon Barkley backup more.
I like it, man. Hopefully Kenny G recognizes his role in this team because I like that. I like that combo with them.
Yeah.
Saquon got Kenny G running harder. Where was I at?
My guy Gang. Thank you for the super chat. Dank, he said Carter and Warren sat both from Apopka, Florida. I don't even know where it's in Florida.
Yeah,
shout out to the area.
It's a country ass spot in Florida, man, where a lot of football players come out of, man. A lot of football players. They both went to the same high school and all that. Warren Sapp, Hall of Famer. So you know how that go. Miss Ash says, I just appreciate a quarterback who cares more about winning their personal stats. Me too. Yeah. Me too. A lot of these quarterbacks can fake like they care about winning, but as long as they get theirs, they don't blame themselves. We almost done with the super chats. We're at the very end. War with the super chats. Is Fangio going to have something cooked up for that rookie this week? But man, this will get humble Sunday. Every time we played them, we picked the ball off from him. So we clearly have his number in some shit, way, or form. AMHC says if you still hating Hurts, you either racist or gay and mad. You can't have him straight up. Y'all out of pocket, yo. Y'all vicious.
That's what it sounds like, though.
That's what this dude sound like. Just ask Dominic Foxworth.
Right.
Darrell with the super chat. He says, "Am I the only Eagles fan that can't be at the game? As soon as the game ends, I'm hungry as fuck. Oh, that can't eat at the game. Got you." He says, "Am I the only Eagles fan that can't eat during the game? As soon as the game ends, I'm hungry. No, I can't eat. I can't eat when I'm watching the game. I can't
do nothing. I ain't even sipping no yet.
My stomach yesterday.
I can't do nothing.
My stomach was soup. Literally, like it felt like a wash machine just swooshing around.
Food don't taste the same. Food don't taste the same when I'm watching a game. It don't.
If it's going to blow out, you definitely can eat. If you cook,
blow out. I couldn't even drink water yesterday. Like my stomach was.
Oh man, in game back again with the super chat. Appreciate you in game for showing love, man. We really do appreciate this. He says, even though we the ops, we still family in the East. So if it's not us, I want the East to stay on top of the NFL with the most Super Bowl wins. No hate, just love. Hey, I ain't mad at that, bro. I ain't mad at that, man.
Yeah,
I'm a little more petty, but I respect that.
See, yeah, I wish I didn't have my petty bone. I wish I
my
didn't have that.
wife coming out of the time. She said, "So you're a little petty, man." I be trying not to be. Jacqueline Kemp, super chat. Mark Holmes was wearing one of LB's hurt season hats.
Mark don't want the Commanders going nowhere. He can't stand the thought of
he hit them more than us.
Yeah, he do. He can't stand the thought of. Shout out to Mark.
That's that OG Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Young Ghost, he says, I still can't super chat on your page, LB, but time to step up on these. That's crazy, man. Maybe you got to connect. Who knows? But he says, but time to step on these Commanders. But how do y'all feel about Jalen's knee? If he can't move, it scares me. I think he'd be all right.
I think
he'll be all right. I think you'll have on a brace.
He definitely have a brace on for sure.
Yeah.
I think Jalen gonna do what Jalen need to do.
Like, did you see his post game?
Yeah, when he was I love the snow.
I never
he was laughing with the lady.
Yeah.
I
love the snow.
Y'all know they gave him something in that tent, right?
Yeah, I'm like, who is this? What they do with Jalen Hurts?
LB,
they gave him some laughing guys.
LB, watch his post game in the snow, like when they outside. So he talked to the post game reporter on the sideline, whatever it is. Like, watch him, bro. I've never seen him. This boy was hilarious, bro. He said, "Oh yeah, he said I love the snow." You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. He said, back in the day, man.
Snow, man.
He said back in the day, man. You know, I used to put on man, turn the snow and put it on 100, man. I love the snow. He was high as shit, bro.
Right, and the fact that he kept like continuing the combo, like he was keeping the combo going, laughing, like
they gave him that cortisone shot.
Listen. If you like that concussion interview he did with Scott Van Pelt, you'll love this one, bro. Watch him when you get a chance. That shit is hilarious. Him and Saquon right there. Saquon like,
think about like, bro, go sit down,
bro. For real. Shout out to Scotty, remember super chat. He said, "Nah, the hell with the end game. Him and his Diddy 5 can kiss my ass." You out of pocket, man. Shout out to Scotty. Shout out to end game, man. Herb with the super chat. Herb T. He says, "You got it, LB."
He said, "LB, why you being so nice? For bro, talk that talk. I want to hear you pop off and gloat and give grease bucket on these trash ass teams and tell them how trash Herbert is because my homie think I had my little moment. Right,
you
know what I'm saying? We got all week. Yeah, Herb just popped in.
2 hours into the show.
Yeah, we got all week. We got all week, Herb. Man.
All right, we got to end this joint. Last one. Herb T again. He said, "Whoever end game is, he's a loser. That's loser talk. I don't want nothing to win.
Wrong.
I don't want nobody to win in the East. If he ain't the Eagles, they losers." Hey, listen, man. Let end game live, man. Let him live. I disagree with him, but let him live. I'm more petty than him, but let him live, man. He paid for you. Let him live. I ain't mad at him either, man. At your expense, I ain't mad at it. All right, you guys. That's our show, man. Look, it's been a hell of a show, man. We was here way longer than what we thought. Simone, laptop had to die. You know what I mean?
I had to plug it in.
Oh, bet. Say less. So, yeah, you guys, make sure you guys continue to stay active in these live streams. Stay active on the YouTube channels. You guys, make sure you are subscribed. I repeat, make sure you are subscribed to the the Linc Up, excuse me. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Linc Up official YouTube channel, you guys. Please make sure you guys are subscribed.
Yes.
It's a big deal. We got
123 watching over there right now.
For sure. So make sure you guys subscribe to the Linc Up official YouTube channel, you guys, and make sure you guys follow the official Linc Up Twitter page at the Linc Up Pod. Make sure you guys go lock in, man. We're growing this thing. Sure. You guys have made this thing phenomenal. We have over 1,200 people in this live stream right now. There was a point in time where we had over 1,400, I think over 1,500 in grand total. So make sure you guys stay locked in, man. This has been a hell of a season thus far, and I can't wait for it to continue. Your Philadelphia Eagles are going to the NFC Championship, and they will face off against their division rival. It's going to be part 3, man. It's like a boxing match. Part 3. They won 1, we won 1. Hey, listen, winner take all. Baby. I love it. I love it. It's for all the marbles, man. I love it. We're gonna see the best version of both teams, and I can't wait. Both teams gonna leave it all on the line. They taking every risk in the world, and I'm really excited about this game. So, regardless, man. I wouldn't rather have it any other way, man. I can't wait to put their heads on the platter and it's straight like that. Any final words from y'all before we get out of here?
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
That's it.
Let's get to it. And on that note, y'all, we out of here, man. Let's play the song, y'all.